Hello, everyone. For those of you who don't know me, my name is Autumn, and I'm a full-time program manager and part-time consultant. But in addition to that, I've come to the conclusion that I am just a girl, and I am trying to figure out life, taking it one step, one day at a time. Okay, life is crazy, and I'm just trying to figure things out. Side note, random tangent. Can you believe we're the new adults? Like, I flash back to when I was a child and I would look at people my age. I'm 28, I'll be 29 so. And I'm just like, oh my God, you're so grown. You have it all together. And now that I'm here, I'm just like, wow, we're all just winging it. But anyway, the point of this video is to give you some of the tips that I found and just trying to be more productive. If you're anything like me, you like to do a lot of things. You like to do a lot of things. And with so many like big dreams and visions and plans for your life and your future and full-time work and entrepreneurial side hustles, freelance, all of that, it's hard to kind of stay on top of things sometimes. And if you struggle with getting focused and staying on task and getting things done, this video is for you. Now, I am by no means saying that I have it all together. As I said, I am just a girl. He was a boy and she was a girl. Can I make it any more obvious? Why would I do that? I don't know. Anyway, not saying that I'm a pro and I have it all figured out, but I am saying that I've tried a lot of things, and so far, these are the things that have worked for me. And who knows, when my life looks different in the future or the world changes, who knows, like what works for me might shift. But I do want to share the tips or the things that I've learned that have helped me be more structured, more organized, and overall more productive. So first, as you know, I write my notes. So number one is to map out your week. So I have my week mapped out and color coded in an Excel file. There's free resources that you can use, free apps. There's also paid apps. I'll just list off a few. So I use Excel, and I'll try to include a photo, so you can see it. There are other task management apps that you can use, like Trello, Monday.com, ClickUp, Asana, Todoist, Structured. I do use Structured, and I do have the paid version of it just because I like it, and I like that I can like make the widget and it's on my iPhone when I need it, and so I can see all the stuff there. But anyway, Structured, and then Google Tasks, which I also use, and I use Asana as well, but that's just to manage like some of my client work. But anyway, those are some examples of some task managers you can use. For me, I'm very visual, and so it's helpful for me to see the big picture of what all is going on, and I have to do it week by week. So Sundays or Saturdays on my weekend, I'll sit out, or depending on like in the week, during the week, like in an evening or something, if I have some downtime, I'll plan out my schedule for the next week. So I know when I'm working from home, when I'm working in the office, when I'm taking the train, when I'm driving, days I'm going to church, what I'm doing in the evening. Am I working out? Am I going to yoga? Am I going to the gym? Do I have a massage client? Like, what does that look like for me? When am I studying? So I have to see it, and I also have to have it color coded because it gives me an idea of how much of my time is going to different things, and it helps me kind of just compartmentalize where my time is going, and it helps me see like where I have gaps of time and what can be rearranged. So again, I like to use Excel. I'll try to include a photo of what my week looks like. So if you're a checklist type of girl or guy, one of these will work for you. And that all just kind of goes with helping you be intentional with your time. I feel like sometimes we kind of just go with the flow. And now, you know, the weeks have gone by and they've turned into months, and months have turned into year, and your quarter one goals are now pushed back to quarter three, all because you weren't intentional with your time and you didn't focus. And that's okay. You know, depending on the goal, like, you can still do it. It's never too late, and everything in divine timing. But we also have to do better of planning our time and being intentional with it. So that's just one tip, to be intentional with that. The second one is planning out your meals and your outfits for the week. So whether you work from home and you got to be on camera, have you a cute top, okay? Or if you're going in the office and you need the full fit down to the shoes, plan out your outfits the week like over the weekend. So like Sundays, I'll do my laundry and then I'll be like, okay, I go in the office 3 days a week. Here are the 3 outfits. So when I wake up in the morning, that's one less thing I have to think about. They're already laid out. I have the top and the bottom, or the dress and the shoes, and it's ready to go. And then I'm also thinking about my meals. Okay, I go in the office 3 days a week. What am I eating for lunch? Maybe two. Right now I'm practicing where like 2 days in the office, I'll eat something that I meal prepped, and then on that third day, I give myself the choice to like eat out. But yeah, that's just my routine. But if you plan those things out in advance, that is one less thing you have to think about, and that lets you put time towards more productive things. Turning the page. Get introspective. Okay, so anyone who knows me knows that I spend a lot of time in my head. And of course, sometimes that's looked at like in a negative light, like I'm overthinking everything, but sometimes that's a good thing. And I'm always thinking about my thinking, right? And I say that because I have started paying attention to how my body feels and how my energy shifts in different spaces. And not just like in the environments that I'm in, like that can be like how cluttered your house is, what does your workspace and study space look like, that affects your productivity. But I've also started paying attention to how different foods make my body feel. So if I'm in the office and like going back to like my meal prepping, I'm not gonna have a heavy pasta dish because I know that pasta is gonna give me the itis, and I already don't eat lunch until 1 or 2 p.m. But now I'm slumped, I got an attitude, I'm ready to go, all because of what I put in my body. I'm gonna opt for something that's gonna give me some energy, that'll digest quick, yeah, so that I can stay focused as I go throughout my day. I don't want to put any, if I know that I need to focus, I'm not gonna go take like have a full meal, you know what I'm saying? Like, and get your nutrition, yes, full meal, but I'm not gonna get a heavy meal because I know how that affects my body. Now, your body might process different foods differently, and if you don't know how your body processes or reacts to different meals, maybe this is your sign to start paying attention to it. If you're eating what you eat for breakfast, how does that, you want a heavy breakfast, you got your pancakes with your syrup and your bacon and your eggs and your add some French toast or some waffles, or I don't know what y'all eat. I'm not a big breakfast girl. Every now and then I will make me a scrambled, when the scramble be hidden with the hash browns and the peppers and not the tomatoes, child. What am I thinking? Onions, child. Yes. Yeah. Anyway, a little bacon, little egg. But yes, think about like when you're eating certain things, how do you feel in the next 5 minutes? How do you feel in the next 10, in the next 30, in the next hour? How has that food impacted you? So just being intentional about like what you're feeding your body, because food is fuel, right? And if you're trying to be productive, then you have to have the right type of fuel. You're not going to put 87 in a 93. And for the record, I don't know, like, yeah, I don't know like how that, I just know it won't work. I don't know why. If you are a pro on cars and gas and like unleaded and premium, and I just know you ain't gonna put unleaded in the premium tank. Okay, so you get what I'm saying. Perfect. And then the last thing, and this is just like a very simple, fun thing. If you are creative and you're a person who needs like visual cues, what I've started doing is, if you go to Canva, it's free app, or yes, an app and website, yeah. But if you go to canva.com, they have a million templates you can use, and I start putting reminders as my screensaver, and not like reminders like with tasks, but like motivational quotes. Like for me, I really love when people say how like motivation only gets you so far. Right? It's really the discipline, because you ain't gonna be motivated every single morning. I'm not motivated every single morning. You know what I'm saying? But I can't let not being motivated stop me from being disciplined. At the end of the day, that discipline is the most important. So sometimes like I need that reminder. And since we spend so much time on our phones, having that as a screensaver can be helpful. So that's all I got for you. Those are 4 things that I've been implementing in my life that have just been transforming my level of productivity. I am on a streak right now, and I'm gonna see how many days I can go. But I come straight home from work and I can't sit down, because if I sit down, I'm not getting back up. Okay. So yeah, but I've been on a productivity kick, and these are some of the things that have helped me, and I hope they've been helpful for you. If you have any thoughts on my tips, or if you have any tips that you'd like to share, things that help you be productive, be sure to include those in the comments below. And I hope you enjoyed this video.